The glass shattered before I even realized I'd dropped it. Her words, sharp, cold, almost bored, were still floating in the air between us. My friends think you're a joke, and they're right. She said it the way someone comments on the weather. Offhand. Forgettable. But it carved straight through me. She zipped her suitcase without looking up, humming softly, as if she hadn't just detonated something inside my chest. Where the hell did that come from? I managed, my voice a rasp. I could feel heat climbing my neck, that awful burn between rage and humiliation. She paused, one hand on the zipper, jaw tight. Can we not do this? I'm already late. We'll talk when I'm back. But she didn't sound like she intended to talk. She sounded like she'd already made up her mind about something, and I was the only one who didn't know what. A cold unease slipped into me. The kind that doesn't scream, it whispers. After she left, the house felt wrong. Too quiet. Too hollow. Like even the walls were holding something back. I tried to shake it off. Tell myself she was stressed, or drunk, or trying to sound tough in front of people whose opinions shouldn't matter. She'd been distant lately. Late nights, vague explanations, smiles that didn't reach her eyes. I had chalked it up to exhaustion. But something was twisting under all that. Something that now demanded to be looked at. I noticed it when her tablet buzzed on the couch. A message banner flashed across the screen. Made it to the cabin. He's already here, winky face. Don't chicken out this time. My stomach dropped so hard I bent forward. Not a name. Not a context. Just a pronoun and a smirking emoji that felt like a punch. I shouldn't look. I knew that. But knowing didn't stop my shaking hands. Her tablet wasn't locked. One tap. Then another. And then. Every breath left my body. Thread after thread of messages, stretching back months. Half-coded language. Jokes with jagged edges. Plans that I was never meant to see. Her friends reassuring her that she deserved more excitement, that he makes you feel alive, that your husband will never know. Her replies were the worst part. Not the flotation. Not the emotional intimacy. It was the tone. Confident. Certain. Unapologetic. As if betraying me wasn't something she struggled with, it was something she had already justified. I closed the tablet and sat in silence so heavy I could feel it pressing against my ribs. Part of me wanted to scream. Another part wanted to deny everything. Pretend it wasn't real. Pretend she wasn't who she was showing herself to be. Instead, I started thinking. Not clearly. Not sanely. But with a cold, focused pain that sharpened every thought. That night, I drove 3 hours north to the same forest cabin she'd mentioned in her messages. The dirt road was swallowed by trees, their branches clawing at my headlights. The air was wet and metallic, carrying the distant echo of laughter. Her laughter. I cut the engine and stepped into the darkness. Every crunch of leaves under my feet felt like a countdown. Every breath a dare to keep going instead of turning back. Through the cabin window, I saw her. Not with another man, but with her friends. Wine bottles. Laughter. No sign of the mysterious he from the messages. And then it hit me like a second betrayal. He wasn't a lover. He was her new boss. The one offering her a job in another state. The one her friend said would finally give her the life she deserves. The one she'd planned to leave me for, quietly, cleanly, without ever being caught. So why the winking emoji? Why the secrecy? Because she wanted them to think she was bold. Exciting. A risk-taker. They weren't just judging me, they were judging her. And she'd rather pretend she was cheating than admit the truth. She was abandoning a man who still loved her. The betrayal wasn't an affair. It was her decision to rewrite our story, so leaving me looked heroic instead of cruel. I didn't go inside. I didn't confront her. I walked back to my car with a hollow calm, started the engine, and drove home. By morning, I would be gone. My ring left on the kitchen table. My silence louder than any accusation. Let her explain that to her friends.